What's up, YouTube? If you're watching a replay of this, it's 7:55. I'm going to start in 5 minutes. I started when I started, honestly, because I wanted to capture this cute moment where I've got one sleeping dog here and one little nose sticking out right here. So these are my dogs, Marlo, Tyson. They're going to be joining us. I'm going to ask if anybody hops in here, just to please let me know if you can hear me, and then I'll know I'm not going to put out a video I find out is muted later. So you might hear me ask that more than once. Looks like somebody might already be in the YouTube watching. So if that's the case, please let me know. That'd be great. I doubt we'll get through a workout and not wake up that one, but that one might really stay where it is, which is really fun. Hey, Taylor, can you hear me? That's the question of the day. Welcome to the YouTube. Yay, thank you. Thank you so much. All right, good to see you, Taylor. Taylor, do you see this cuteness around me here? This and this? Is this ridiculous or what? Tyson likes to go under a blanket, but there's his little nose. Am I right? That's some cute stuff. I did start this a little early. I'm going to start the Facebook a little early as well. I'm actually going to do my warm-up with you guys. You can hear me say this more than once, but I'm going to do the hello Facebook Live. All right, Facebook Live, welcome. Good to see you. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to get to see the comments that come through. Last night, people commented I did not see it coming through. I don't know why. That's the weirdest. That's the only time I haven't seen that happen. Was here? I haven't seen some things I've seen from lesson. Yeah. So, welcome Facebook rewatchers. It starts. We're going to start the workout. My goal is to start the workout just about on time at 8 o'clock, because I did invite the Home Alliance, like the people from that other group, to join us here on YouTube. When I point up there, that's the camera for YouTube. That's you. So actually, I'm going to start doing a warm up just in the next, sort of minute here. I am early, but I'm going to start warming up early. So someone just came in. Hey, Maria, nice to see you. Nice to see ya. Maria, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. That'd be awesome. Look, I can wave. I'm gonna click wave. Hi. But yeah, if you can let me know, Maria or someone in the Facebook, if you can hear me, and then I'm gonna start a warm up. Nice and early. Thank you so much. I can see my comments tonight. Last night I was asking, and everybody's like, "Yes, we hear you," and I kept asking. So thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I'm going to start with a warm-up that starts before time so that we can start on time. But let me just get my interval timer set up because this is going to be times. Maria, Taylor says hi. Taylor says hi. She's in the she's watching on YouTube. Okay, which of course everyone is invited to do. All right. Tonight's a 46-minute workout. We're going to start shortly. Here, I need that. I need that. Oh my God, they're both snoring. That's Tyson snoring. That's Marlo snoring. All right. Okay, so let's start. You can start seated. Taylor Maria says hi. We got to get you guys on the same platform. Let's start. Just start moving your hands and feet around a little bit. Whatever. Crack your knuckles, crack your ankles. That's that horrible sound you hear coming from me. Right? And then let's do like arm circle type movements. I'm doing this seated so that it's visible on the YouTube camera. If I stand up, I'll disappear. Okay, moving our shoulders a little bit. It's good. Let's do this. Let's look left and right just to get our neck warmed up. So look left, look right. So look at Marlo. Look at Tyson. Man. Okay, up, down. Let's look down. You can retract your chin a little bit when you do this. Feels nice. And up. Hey, everybody showing up. I'm doing a warm-up, and we're going to start real soon. It's a 46-minute workout. Tonight is going to be 60 seconds of me describing a movement we're about to do, during which you can rest from the last movement, ear to shoulder. And then 2 minutes, it's a little bit longer than last night, 2 minutes of you doing that movement right with me. I'll continue to describe in case it's helpful as I do it, but there will be a minute of me explaining where you can rest, and then 2 minutes of us all doing it together. Okay, here's Bendy Matt. What's up, Bendy Matt? Just rolling my shoulders. Okay, little lower body workout, lower body warm up. Okay, so I'm just gonna move. This always helps me with my ankles and my knees. I found this to be helpful. Circles, other way. Oh, this is the way you'll hear some fireworks possibly. It's my knee. Okay, and then hips in a circle. Take your time. Don't rush this. This is your low back and your hip flexors, things that might be tight from sitting in chairs or in cars, which is everybody. Everybody who's home is sitting all day in an office at their house or in a car. I talked to a police officer student of mine today, in the car all day. Okay, good. Hopefully you guys feel warmed up. I'm going to jump into do what you need to. I'm going to jump into the warm-up, into the workout. Okay, so workout tonight, like I said, I'm going to describe movements for 1 minute. We're going to do 15 movements. I describe, we do, for 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to do this. This is what the sound sounds like. I'm going to make that louder so we don't miss it. Oh, that's turning it off. Okay, now it's louder. Okay. All right, let's start with this. This is my 60 seconds to explain this movement. The movement is just going to be an armbar drill. So I'm going to pretend someone's pushing up on my chest from the bottom of the mount. They push up from the bottom of the mount. I'm going to encircle one arm. It could be either one. Slide the knee up. Turn my foot over. One hand's going to go outside this leg. I'm going to lace the arm. So I lace and I base on this hand back here. I lean away from my other leg so it's light enough to pick up and sit back with an armbar. Okay? So again, I'm mounted. Someone pushes up. I encircle. One of my fingertips points toward me. That hand, that's the side the knee comes up. Turn my foot over, hand to the outside, lace the arm, bring the other leg over the head, and sit your butt down after your leg swings over the head. We do not sit and then bring it over. I bring it over and then sit. In order to do that, I lean my head way to one side. Last one. From here, slide up, bring, and sit last. Ready? We got a couple seconds left here. There you go. That's your sound. So now we're doing it together, okay? For 2 minutes. I'll tell you when we're halfway. So you can switch sides, encircle, slide your knee up, sit back with that arm. We woke up Marla. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, girl. Slide that knee up. Turn the other foot over. This hand goes outside, and I lean way this way. That makes my leg light enough to bring over. Keep going. Okay. Because my weight is on my hands, my knee slides up real nice. Foot turns over, this hand goes over here. I lace the arm to keep it, bring this leg over, and I sit with my arm bar. Okay. Now we're exactly halfway. Why don't you go to the other side? You've been doing one arm bar on one side. Now do your wonky side. Knee slides up. Other foot turns over. Hand goes outside to lean this way. Lace the arm. Bring the leg over and sit. Blast. Okay. Slide the knee up. Turn your foot over. Lace, base, and sit. This is a movement we want to be super smooth. When we need it, we don't want to be fumbling around. Although if we're doing we're in some sort of fight with someone who doesn't know jiu-jitsu. Maybe the window is bigger with someone who doesn't know jiu-jitsu, but you want to be smooth. Remember, you're supposed to look good doing this too. So you want to be smooth. You want to be cool armbar person. Okay? All right. That's time right there. All right. Next movement. This is going to be an easy minute for me, because describing this movement is super simple. Pretending that someone is laying on their back and that they're about to turn on their side and start to try to elbow escape and catch your lower leg. What we're going to do is disappear my lower leg so it's not there for them. Hands to the ground. I'm going to slide my knee up like I just did. And there is no more lower leg to elbow escape. I bring my foot up, my heel comes against their hip. Okay? That's the whole movement. Keep in mind that it's easiest. The reason it's easy to move is because my hands are on the floor. My hands down and then slide up. This is a movement we use all the time to sort of bail from mount up to what I call triple attack. Old guy style, triple attack we called it, because there's sort of 3 basic attacks. Technical mount is the other name for it. Okay, so we got 2 seconds here, and you're going to start going on one side. Go ahead. I'm not encircling an arm or anything. My hands are over the shoulders, and I make this switch. Okay, I might just be here. They start to elbow escape, and I switch. Try to imagine the person doing this. Try to imagine the person turning on their side. Slide your knee way up. Suck that heel into their hip. That's the movement. I'm picturing their nose turning this way, and they get on their side, and that's when I go. The nose is actually one of the early indicators on that elbow escape. Okay, you got 10 seconds on this one, this side, and then we're going to go to the other side. Raise on my hands. I'm mounted. They go to switch, I go to switch. Okay, let's do the other side. Some of you might find this easier on one side than the other. That could be coordination. That could be hip flexibility. If hip flexibility is an issue on this move on one side, like it is for my student Jay, you might have a different strategy when it comes to rolling on the other side. Dealing with them elbow escaping, like defending their elbow escape, might look different on one side than it does on the other. Really picture you're mounting someone here. So knees are a person's width apart. Slide up, turn that foot over. We're doing this movement in its own drill so that I can concentrate on a couple of attacks we're going to do from this new position in the next round, which I'm going to describe here in 2 seconds. Okay. So we're going to do that movement. And once we're up in triple attack, we're going to do this. Reach under their head is here, picture. I'm going to reach under the head, and I'm going to feed the collar, their top collar, underneath to my other hand. Bring this hand behind their head, and I'm going to do this. This hand is pulling the lapel up. This hand is slicing down. Right? That's going to be a choke. Okay? So I get to here. I feed the top collar down, and then this comes behind the head, and I hang them here. The second movement is this. I'm going to hold on to them, reach my arm underneath their head, hold on. And then my posted foot, I'm going to roll over the ankle on the pinky side. Fall this way, put my hooks in, and I'll have just taken the back. These are 2 attacks. The arm bar is the one we're not doing because we just did them. Okay. Switch to triple attack. Feed the collar. There's a choke, or reach under the head. Hold on. Open your hip and put your hooks in. Okay. Those are the 2 attacks we're doing. You'll see me do it a lot of times with you if you need more explanation. But here's our 2-minute mark. So let's start. Hands on the ground. Slide up. Feed that collar. You want that to be a nice, quick, instinctual movement for you. We're going to open here and put your hooks in. Okay. Slide up. Feed for the choke. Reach under the head. I'm going to fall this way and take the back. Don't cross your feet when you take the back, of course. Reach under the head. Feed the collar. Hand comes behind the head. There's that choke. Reach under the head. Connect your hands. Hug. Open up. You're going to fall back to taking the back here. Do that again. slide up, feed, choke. Take it back. Slide up, feed the collar, choke, back take. And we got time for one more on this side. 10 seconds. Feed for choke, reach underneath, open up, fall back, put your hooks in. You got the back. Here's a minute. Switch sides. Slide up this time. This reaches for the top collar. This one reaches under the head. I feed the choke. Here's my choke. Or put on a harness, open up this way, fall sideways, and this is where you'll put your hooks in on the back. Slide up, feed the choke. Oops, right here. Use your harness, fall to the side, put your hooks in. Slide up, feed the choke, put your harness, open up. Side. Slide up, feed the choke right here, or put in a harness, fall to the side here, put your hooks in. We got time for a couple more, 15 more seconds. Slide up, feed. There's the hanging choke. Hold on to them, fall this way. Put those hooks in. Last one probably, yep. Slide up, feed the choke, or take the back. Okay. Good. Now let's do this. We're gonna go all the way from the low mat, which looks like skydiving. Okay. Try not even to have my knees on the ground. I'm gonna reach under their head and add shoulder pressure on one side. That's my shoulder coming down. Okay, so from low mat, shoulder pressure, and then slide the knee up on the same side as the shoulder pressure. So my left shoulder was down, so my left knee slides all the way up, past my elbow. Now, from here, I can turn this foot over, and we've come to S mount. I can put this hand on the other side, catch their arm, and I can either sit for the sitting armbar, just like we did before, or there's another one you can do from here, which is easily my favorite armbar. Pressure, slide up, turn my foot over. I'm gonna lace the arm, and this time I'm gonna bring my knee in front of the face and catch it here, kneeling armbar. Or bring your leg over and sit for the armbar, okay? So last one, I'll rep for you guys. Pressure, slide up, turn this foot over, bring the knee in front. Here's this kneeling, here's the sitting, okay? 2 minutes, go ahead. Start skydiving, belly down. Shoulder pressure, if it's your left shoulder, it's your left knee. Turn your right foot over, right hand goes outside. Catch this, you got an armbar kneeling. You also have an armbar sitting, okay? If you're taking my word for it because you can't picture it, that's okay. Take my word for it. Slide your knee up, turn your foot over, catch the arm, knee goes in front of the face, hips in from kneeling, or a seated armbar. Practicing both is great if they both make sense to you. From here, shoulder pressure, slide that knee up, turn this foot over, lace the arm, knee in front, kneeling, seated arm bars. Belly down, shoulder pressure, slide that side knee up, other foot turns over, lace their arm, knees forward, hips forward, sorry, from knees, or a seated arm bar. That's a minute, switch sides, belly down, skydiving, shoulder pressure with your other shoulder, which means you slide your other knee up, which means you turn your other foot over. Base, you lace, bring the knee in front and hips from knees or a seated arm bar. Skydiving, right hand, right shoulder pressure, knee slides up, foot turns over, lace the arm. You bring the knee in front for a seated arm bar, for a kneeling arm bar, or go for the seated arm bar. We got 30 seconds. Belly down, shoulder pressure, right shoulder for me, right knee, lace. We got the kneeling, and we've got the seated. I think we probably have time for 1.5 more. Shoulder pressure with the right, slide your right knee up, turn this foot over, lace, kneeling arm bar, seated arm bar. Only 10 seconds. We're gonna do one more. Kneeling, seated. Okay, that's it for time. Now, our Americana to the head and arm choke. Americana, you guys maybe know because it's one of our very fundamentals, right? I'm gonna put my hands on the elbow and wrist, straighten my arms and lean, and then I'm gonna go for an Americana. What if you go for the Americana and they punch their arm straight? It is a defense a lot of people use. So I'm gonna do that. Stiff arms, pin it, lace it. And if they straighten their arm, I'm gonna put my head on the ground in their armpit, underhook their head, hips up, and knee cut. Okay, that puts me from mount to side mount voluntarily. We're gonna do three things now. I'm gonna finger walk, fingers. I'm gonna do assisted finger walk by holding the head and walking. And I'm gonna do a palm down, S grip, and pull it in. Those are the three things that are gonna tighten that up. So last time, Americana. Oop, they punch it straight. My head goes in the armpit, underhook the head, hips up, dismount, and then finger walk, assisted finger walk, and a pull. Those will be your three forces to help you make that super deep. Keep your head tight, okay? Now, push the elbow and wrist, pin, underhook. This should be your Americana. If they punch it straight, put your head under the armpit, underhook the head, hips up, knee cut to one side. And now, three ways to tighten. Finger walk, hold the head and finger walk, or S grip. My attacking arm is palm down. Make an S grip. You can literally pull a loose arm in deeper. Okay? You don't have to wait for me if I'm talking. Americana, they punch it straight, head under the armpit, catch the head, hips up, knee cut. Okay, three tightening measures. One, assisted, two, spider walk, and then three, just pull a loose arm in. You can find that actually helpful. Okay, last one on the side. Americana, release, they punch, dismount, finger walk, assisted finger walk, and then a palm down, pull through. Okay? Other side. Stiff arms. Make sure your arms are straight first. Lean on it. Here's your Americana. Boom. They punch it straight, head to the armpit, underhook the head, hips up, knee cut to side mount. And from here, you should be able to finger walk. There you go. Assisted finger walk. Hey, keep on. Keep on. Or see S grip and pull it in. Okay? What happens? In that arm. Underhook the Americana. They punch it straight. Head to the armpit. Grab the head. Hips up. Knee cut to your belly. This is the attack hand. Finger walk it deeper. You can hold their head and walk it deeper, or you can actually make a grip between your hands and pull it in deeper. Last one. Americana. Lean on stiff arms. They punch it straight. Head and arm. Knee cut to side mount. Finger walk. Assisted finger walk holding the head, or pull it in. Okay? Very good job. Nice. Okay. Now, let's take a look at wiping our shins across the guy like windshield wipers. Right? So I'm going to do this backwards. I'm going to be mounted, and if somebody starts elbow escaping on this side, and for some reason I can't do this movement, for example, but for whatever reason I decide to pick up my heel, bring it across, and now I'm knee and belly. Okay, and I did that by basically bringing this up and windshield wiping over to this side. And the drill we're going to do is this. That's one. Now I'm going to put two knees down. Two knees down. Three. Then we're going to do what we call beaver tail. And that's, I'm going to switch my hips to almost face the ceiling. And this foot turns over. We'll call it a beaver tail. Okay, so one more time. And here they start elbow escaping here. I bring this across. That's 1, 2, 3, and then beaver tail. Okay. Beaver tail allows you to get that foot to the ground without it getting caught out of the air because you move so quickly through airspace that's unattackable. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to face you now. So I'm going to start with my right heel near your butt, and across. There's knee and belly. Two knees on the floor, already windshield wiping the other way. Again, back this way. And now we're going to beaver tail. This knee to the ceiling, and there's your beaver tail to mount, okay? Now left foot dismounts. That's 1, 2, 3. Now this knee goes to the ceiling. I turn my hips. There's the beaver tail, okay? All right, mounted. Right foot now. Right heel to your butt and across. 1, 2. You got knee and belly. 3. Now we're gonna do this. This knee goes to the ceiling, and I switch my hips. My downstairs neighbor was wondering what's going on. Left foot, left heel up, and dismount. 2, 3. And now from here, this knee to the ceiling. Totally looks like I flop over actually, but it's a really nice way to not get your foot caught. We're halfway done, but we're already switching sides. So let's do the right foot. Right foot to your butt. 1, 2, 3. And now my knee to the ceiling. And I switch my hips to mount. Okay. Left foot. 1, 2, 3. Knee to the ceiling. Flop this foot over here. And back to mount. Okay. We got about 30 seconds left. Right foot. Dismount. 2 knees. 2 knees, and we should wipe. Beaver tail. Okay. Make them wondering what's going on. Left heel to your butt. dismounting, 2, 2 knees and rotating, 3, beaver tail, move, last couple, right foot to your butt, cross, 1, 2, 3, beaver tail. All right, last one, left heel, 1, 2, 3, beaver tail. All right, so after this one, we're gonna do far side arm bars from knee on belly. This should be one of your fundamental attacks. Excuse me, when somebody pushes on your knee, you put a knee on their belly, they don't like that. They push on it. Okay. They push your knee to get it off, but look at this space here. That's the space I'm gonna take advantage of. Let's say I'm knee on belly right here, and I do this. I'm reaching into that space, palm up. So palm up right hand, I got my right knee, palm up right hand, left hand to the floor. And now between my two hands, there's a space, and I'm gonna bring my knee down through that space. Okay? And then I bring my knee to the ceiling because I don't want them to escape this armbar. Having flopped open legs, no good, right? So knee on belly, I'm underhooking. We gotta pretend that they are pushing on here, and I can see their tricep under, I can see their bicep with space underneath. Hand to the ground, you can even pull this to lift it. Knee slides in, and I do sort of a 270. It's a very crowd-pleasing move. Try it with me here for 2 minutes, okay? Knee on belly, underhook, hand to the ground, 270, the crowd goes wild. I'm gonna do my right knee over and over, right hand, left hand for base, slide this knee in, 270, Tony Hawk, jaw drops, okay? Pick up the arm, hand to the floor, slide in here, okay? Underhook, hand to the floor, slide your knee in, and we do a sort of 270. It's a very cool feeling move, cool looking move. It's kind of 0 degree, 0 gravity move underneath. My hand on the floor. I can lift. You can lift and slide your knee under their back. If you can't picture what's happening, take my word for it. And it'll feel good when I show it to you in class, and you'll be like, "Oh, I did this movement. I know what you're doing." Okay, even if you can't picture it now. Hand underneath, hand to the floor. Slide that knee down. Knees up into the ceiling. Last one on this side. Underhook, hand to the floor. Slide that knee in. And man, are you looking cool. Okay, left knee to the belly, which means left hand underhooks. It's a Khmer grip. Okay, you hand on the floor, slide this knee down, knee to the ceiling. Don't forget that part. And their arm is now between my knees. Left knee on belly, means left hand underneath. Put my right hand on the ground so that I can just slide that shin along the body, knee to the ceiling. Here's my armbar. Again, don't wait for me while I'm talking. If you can go faster to get more reps, good. Good for you, good plan. Underhook, base, slide, and turn. Underhook, base, slide that knee in, turn, and now knees to ceiling. Underhook, base, slide, and pinch my knees. Last one, underhook, base, slide, pinch my knees. Here's my armbar. Sorry, I can fit one more. Underhook, base, slide, knees pinch. Okay. Now, this is just a movement drill. Very simply, we're going to go from regular old side mount, and we're going to switch our hips, face their head, face their feet, step over, and do the same on the other side. So pretending that you're their feet and their head is the TV, right? I'm just in a kind of a very generic side mount, elbows on one side, knees on the other side. I'm going to turn to face their head and sort of airwalk my legs here. I look like the shoe logo, right? And I switch this way. Now I'm facing the feet, so leaving my elbow where it is. It's a single step over. Take them out, and now I'm going to switch to the other elbow so that I can simply back step, okay? Now face the ground, face their face the ground, face their feet. So it's a single step over. Just a single step to mount. Bring the elbow to the other side. Dismount with back steps. Just good back step practice. Face the ground, face the head, and we'll square up and we'll go on together, okay? So side mount, face the head first. Airwalk. Face the ground, face their feet. Now, single step over, square up to mount. Now your elbow's on one side. You want the other elbow on the other side, and you're gonna back step. It's a timber right over my right knee for that big back step. Two elbows on the ground, face their feet, or their head, sorry. Face the ground, face their feet, single step over. Okay. Switch elbows and back step. All the way to your hip, all the way to the ground. Face the ground, face their head. Face the ground, face their feet. Airwalk feet, you don't want to get knocked over. Single step over. Switch elbow. Back step. Face the ground, face their head. Face your feet. Face the ground. Face their feet. I'm showing I have base in both legs. Step over, single step over. Switch elbows. Back step. We're halfway through, but we keep switching sides anyway. So nothing to change here. Face to face. Face the ground. Face the feet. Single step over. Switch elbows. Okay. Back step. Face the ground. Face their face. Face the ground. Face their feet. Single step over. Switch elbow sides. Yeah, 30 seconds. Back step. Back step might be the hardest part for someone who's new. Just keep working it. Face the face. Face the ground. Face their feet. Single step over. Switch elbows and we got it. Back step. Face the ground. Face their face. Face the ground. Face their feet. 10 seconds left. Single step over. Switch elbows. Let's finish on a back step. Big back step right here. Boom. We're facing their feet. All right. Nice job, guys. For hips, that's just a hip switching step over drill. That's what I wrote down. Okay. All right. Let's practice arm out step overs. So this is just, we're going to do 2 ways to get from side mount to mount. This one is to scrape their arm out when they're on the ground. When someone's on the ground, they're trying to do this. If you can scrape their arm out and get it here so they can't get it back down, that's our move, right? But we do it this way. We're going to pretend it's gi and that I can hold the belt. So hold the belt on the far side. Reach under your armpit, grab their shoulder, and then pick them up and slide your arm under their spine, okay? Let's move 1. Now, switch your hips like we just did, and then switch back to facing down. That represents you scraping with your knee their arm out of the picture. Cross your arms, bring your knee across, touch the ground, take this hand out, beaver tail. And now we're in mount. One more time. I got the belt, I reach under, and I pull my arm under the back. Now, switch back. That's you scraping the knee. Cross your arms, knee across. When it touches, you can take your hand out, and then beaver tail to take mount. Okay? Follow with me if you can't imagine it, but let's do it together. Hold the belt, reach through, pull the shoulder through, basically tuck your arm under them. Switch your hips to face the feet, switch your hips to face the ground. Cross your arms, this hand is your base, you're still holding the belt. Drive your knee across, now you can let go of the belt and beaver tail. Okay? Hold the belt, pull the shoulder through, it's a Tejas Sauer step right here. Turn face, use this knee to scrape their arm up, cross your arms, still holding the belt. Knee goes across, let go of the belt, beaver tail for a safe mount. Okay, we got 20 more seconds, so a couple of these. Hold the belt, pull the shoulder through. Switch and switch back. Cross your arms, drive your knee across. Now you can let go of the belt and beaver tail. Okay, and last one on this side. Hold the belt, reach under your armpit to fix yourself here underneath. Scrape with the leg. That's a switch and a switch back. Cross your arms, knee across. Let go of the belt, put your hands on the ground. Beaver tail. Other side. Face the other way. Okay, hold the belt. Reach under your armpit to pick up the shoulder and slide your arm underneath. Now I'm going to switch my hips to face you, the feet, and then back to face the ground. Cross my arms. This hand is base, and I'm still holding the belt over here. Drive my knee across the belly. Let go of the belt. Beaver tail. Like that. Hold the belt. Fix the shoulder. Switch. Switch back. Cross your hands and reach over here. Knee across the belly. Beaver tail here. A couple more. Hold the belt. Pull the shoulder. Switch your hips to face the feet. Still, I'm floating here. Switch back. Cross your arms, knee across. Let go of the belt. And beaver tail here. Last one. Hold the belt. Fix the shoulder. Switch to face the feet. Sort of an airwalk. Switch back. Cross your arms. This is your base. This is the belt. Knee across. Let go of the belt. 2 hands on the floor. Beaver tail. Okay, that's the arm in step over from side mount, Tejas Sauer. This is the arm, that's the arm out. Arm in is if you can't scrape it. You try, but you can't get it up. Or they've shot their arm, I'm over here, they shot their arm into the armpits and you can't hit the regular arm. So we're gonna do this. Starts the same. Hold the belt, reach under, pull the shoulder through so your arm's along their spine. I'm gonna switch, but realizing I can't get the arm, I'm gonna do this. Oop. Stop that, hold on. I've switched my hips. Instead of switching back, we switched and switched back before. This time I'm going to pick up their elbows like an orange on the ground. Pick it up and put it in your belly. And now balance on your foot closer to them and step over. Okay? So the move is hold the belt, pull the shoulder through. Switch your hips. I'm floating right now. But I can't scrape their arm up. So I pick up their elbow, plant my foot, and step over. Okay? That's the arm in. The arm is stuck in. You can't get it out here. It's in. So we're just going to lift it. Okay? And that's what we're doing. Hold the belt, fix the shoulder. Switch your hips. You can't scrape with your knee, so you pick up the elbow, plant your foot, step over. When we do it for real, we're going to slide that foot right into the hole under their posted foot. Hold the belt, fix the shoulder, switch your hips. Pick up the elbow. It looks like I have terrible base, but when I lift the elbow, they're like, it's uncomfortable. You want it to end. Okay? It's my least favorite thing to get caught in. Brian Lane, if you're watching, I hate you. He's so good at this move. Pick up the elbow. Orange in the belly, now this foot, the one closer down, post on that so you can step over. I'm floating on just my elbow in that leg. Hold the belt, fix the shoulder. Switch your hips, don't switch back. You can't scrape the arm. So you pick up the orange and you put it in your belly, place this down, step over. We got time for one more on the side. Hold the belt, fix the shoulder, switch your hips, can't switch back. Pick up the elbow, hold on to it. This foot plants, step over to mount. Okay, let's do the other side. Other side. Their head by the, you're their feet, remember. The head is their TV. Hold the belt, fix the shoulder, meaning pull my arm underneath them. Switch my hips. I don't switch back. I pick up their elbow, the orange, like I was saying. Now this foot closer to them carries my weight, that and the elbow. Carry my weight while I step over. Okay? Hold the belt, pull your arm underneath them. Switch your hips, pick up their elbow, plant on this foot, and step over to mount. Hold the belt. Pick them up and pull your arm underneath them. I post my foot to switch. Pick up the elbow. Plant my foot and step over. Couple more. Hold the belt. Pick up the shoulder, slide to center. Foot comes up. Knee slides. I'm hovering. My knee is hovering above them lightly. Foot on the ground. I pick up their elbow. Step over. Right to mount. Okay. We got like 2 seconds left. These fireworks aren't going to go over well with Tyson if he wakes up and hears them. Okay. Now, far side arm lock from side mount we're going to do. We're in our last 5 moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like this. I'm going to be side mount. And again, the head is going to be the TV. Okay. And you guys are the feet. This time I'm not going to hold the belt. This time I'm going to hold my lapel closer to the feet. And I'm going to do that underneath their arm. So I'm basically isolating their arm in here, even though it's just their upper arm and it feels somewhat safe to them. Trap their arm, bring my hand to the near side and walk around the head. Walk around the head now, active toes. I'm gonna do all of this driving off my toes, and my hips come forward, my chest comes forward. I step up the leg behind their back, and then I step up in front of their face. I'm squatting, and then I sit down to an arm bar. Okay, one more time. I lace under their arm, hold my lapel. Hand comes to my side, I walk around. Live toes, I drive, step behind their back, step over their face, and sit down for the arm bar. Let's do it together. Okay. So I'm basically going over their shoulder, under their armpit, and holding onto my collar closer to their feet. Bring my hand closer to the hip near me. Walk around the head. Live toes. As soon as I get to 12:01, drive in. Turn them on the side, facing the other way. Step up. That's behind their back. This one's in front of their face. And sit down for the arm bar here. Okay. Over the shoulder, under the shoulder blade, up through the armpit. Hold on to my lapel near their belt, basically. Hand to the near side. Walk around on live toes now. I'm going to bring my head to the other side, drive my chest forward. Step up behind their back, step up in front of their face. Arm bar right from a crouch. Last one on this side. Catch their arm to the near side so they don't turn and follow in U-turn. Drive in, step, sit for the arm bar. Okay. Let's look at the other side. Side mount. The head is the TV, the feet is you. I go under the shoulder blade, up through the armpit, and I catch my lapel closer to you guys. From here, I'm going to bring my hand to the near side, walk around the head, and not 12 o'clock, but like 12:01. It's 11:59 in this case. I'm going to drive off my active toes, step up behind their back, step over their head, sit down for an arm bar, seated arm bar. Okay? Trap the arm, hold your lapel. Hand to the near side, walk around. Live toes, drive in, step up closer to their belt first, and then over their face. That's the crouch, and then sit for the armbar. Over the shoulder, up through the armpit, hold my lapel, hand to the near side, walk north-south. A little past north-south, drive off your toes. Drive, step up behind their back, step over their face, sit for this armbar here. We have time for one more. Over the shoulder, up through the armpit, hold your lapel. Hand to the near side so they can't follow when I walk around. Drive forward, step up behind the back, step over, sit for the armbar right here. Okay? Perfect timing. That's the far side arm lock. Okay. This is like a fancier move you may or may not hit. It was a favorite of mine for a while. Sort of looks like a breakdancing move. And I'm going to do this. Pretending that the person is laying down here, I'm going to be attacking this arm from this side. I'm going to be over here. And I'm not going to grab their arm at all. I'm just going to bring my hands over on either side of their waist with my fingers pointing at their feet. And then I'm going to crouch over their head. And then I'm going to bring this hand, the head side, what was the belt side hand, backwards. And I'm going to land right here. Now I'm totally in an airwalk, you can see. And they're facing this way. My knee slides up their back. And I should be able to pinch their arm having never gripped it. It's a gripless armbar. Okay? One more time. The movement, though, if you want to just do the movement with me, whether all that makes sense is my fingers point down their body on either side of their waist, step on either side of their head, and now I back step. Outside of my leg is on their face. This knee is behind their back, and I scrape up and catch the arm. Okay? Let's do this a few times. It's just toes point toward the feet. I crouch over the face, and now left hand back steps to here. I land in an airwalk where my inside of my knee is on the floor. Scrape this up. Okay? So waist, face, back step, and scrape. My hands go on either side of the waist. I crouch over their face. I back step. The outside of my leg is laying on his face. Inside of my knees on the floor. Now I can catch the arm. Or not. My leg can scrape it up. Okay? Waist, face, back step. I'm here now. My knee can scrape. If you don't feel like a break dancer yet, you know, I don't know what I can tell you. This is breaking. Breaking 101. 10 seconds left on this side. Here. And scrape this up. My hands face south. My toes face south. And then I take one of my hands behind myself. Now I'm kind of facing this way. And the inside and outside of my knee, scrape and scrape with my leg. Okay, other side. The head's on my left. I'm going to take my hands to the waist. Crouch over the face. And now I'm going to back step with my right hand. Outside of my leg just landing on their face. Knees on the floor. And then scrape up their arm. Okay, so and scrape the arm up. Do it at your speed. Waist, face, back step. Land on the outside and inside of your knees. And then scrape up here. 18 seconds left. The knee I land with the inside on the floor. I think that's the one I really want to get to the floor first. And then I can scrape it up. I'm trying to beat their elbow to the floor. That would be a protected movement of theirs. But it doesn't matter. I can scrape this with my leg. Very strong. Okay, gripless far side arm bars. Okay. Or a break-in move that you took my word for. That's fine. Okay, Kimura from north-south. I'm going to say the head is still the TV, you're the feet. I'm going to trap the wrist. Their arm is in this shape here. I'm trapping the wrist right here. From under the tricep, and I hold my wrist. And for our purposes, we can switch our base and step over the head, but I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to step over the head and go to north-south. So my knee comes to the floor, roll them up onto their side, and then I'm putting their hand behind them. I'm doing this with their hand. Okay, so still explaining. You be resting, 20 more seconds of rest. Pin the wrist. Their arm looks like this. I come under the tricep and hold on. Get a good thumbless figure four here. Now my knee, I step over their face real gently, but I'm going to collect it and hold it between my knees. I roll them onto their side, and I bring their wrist behind them. If they hold their belt and you want to do the crouching like grip break we do sometimes, you can do that. Okay? Pin the wrist. Get your figure four. Thumbless. Strong. Okay? Now bring your knee over the face and pinch your knees together. That's you holding onto their head. Bring them up onto their side. Hand goes behind. They hold their belt, and the grip break. Go for it. Hold the wrist. Slide underneath. Step over the head. Roll them onto their side. You can pop the hand up. You can mime that too. Put their hand behind them. Okay? Your Kimuras. Very basic. Pin the wrist, come underneath. 2 figure fours. Step over the head, roll them up onto their side. Cluck the hand, and then put it behind them. Never hurt anybody. We'll take choke sweep. Pin the wrist, come under the tricep. Step your knee over the face. Roll them onto their side. Pluck, and put it backwards behind the back. You're doing this to them. One more on the side. Pin the wrist, come under the tricep. Hold your wrist. Knee over the face. Roll them onto their side. Pluck. Put the hand backwards, okay? Let's do the other side. Pinning now with my left hand because the head is here. Pin, the arm looks like this. I'm gonna come under the tricep to get my grip. I'm gonna step onto my toes so I can put my knee down so gently on the other side of their head. I never knee anyone in the face, right? Roll them up, pluck, and then I'm gonna put their hand behind them, okay? Which way is behind them? That might take getting used to. Pin the wrist with your left. If you're doing the same side, I'm gonna say lefts and rights. My right hand holds my wrist. Right knee pins their nose to the floor. I roll them up onto their right side. And if they're on their right side, then putting their hand behind their back is this way. Sorry. Pin with your left. Underhook. Step over. Roll them up onto the right side. Which way is? Now I'm having a hard time picturing. We're rolling them this way. Oh yeah. So this way is this is the way. Okay. Pin the wrist. Sometimes miming has its downfall. Okay. I'm gonna finish this one. Knee over. Roll them onto their side. Pluck. And put it behind their back here. Okay. I gotta practice my mimes. Okay, that's a Kimura. Now I'm just doing Kesa attack. So now I'm facing your face. That's your face. And I'm in Kesa. I'm in Kazuri Kesa, which is my hand is under the armpit, and holding onto the shoulder, and the arm is outside my arm. Okay, so this is an underhook, and this knee is as close as I can get it to the shoulder. All right. Now, their arms are right here and here. Here's one, here's the other. I'm gonna underhook the near one. However I can catch it. We have a bunch of ways we can catch it, right? And pull it to their face, and they pick it up. Lace their arm, step over the face, and with my hips off the ground, I can find their elbow and hit a straight arm bar here. But let's do a series. Hips forward can be the only one you do, right? If you want. Lace, step over, hips forward. But if they go to bring their hands together, you can actually Kimura the far side arm. Americana the far side arm. If they punch it straight, you have a razor right here. Okay? So that's for those who can picture it. I'm going to lace the near side arm, step over the head. Here's the arm bar. If they go to put their hands together, I have an Americana. And if they punch out of the Americana and put their hand over here, I'll hold their elbow, and I have a razor right here because my foot's on the far side of their head. So chilling here, lace, step over. I got an Americana here, and I have a razor here. Lace, step over. If they try to bring their hands together, I have an Americana on the bottom arm. If they punch it straight and put it on my far neck, I can reach over my right hand, roll the elbow, and work against the arm for an arm crush or a razor. Lace, step over, arm bar, Americana right here. Or if they punch it straight, a razor, go get their elbow, roll it back, and put that razor on. All right. Step over the head. Oh, sorry. Lace the arm. You got to have that arm attached to you. Step over the head, arm bar, Americana, and a razor right here. Okay, let's do the other side. You might be taking my word for it again. Don't worry about it. Just mime these motions. So now I want this knee close to the shoulder. That's trying to keep their arm off the ground. This one's underneath the shoulder, and there's an arm outside. It's an underhook. Lace the near arm, bring your foot over. Here's an arm bar. They go, oh no, try to put their arms together. You can catch an Americana right here. Okay, this foot is over the head. Catch an Americana right here. And if they punch it straight and put it here, you can hold the elbow, roll it back, and catch a razor or an arm crush. Here, and lace the arm, step over the head. There's an Americana. There's an Americana right here. Arm lock and then Americana and then a razor here. Step over the, lace the arm, step over the head. Hips off the ground and in. You have an Americana here. If they leave your foot here. You have an Americana here if they try to salvage their arm with their other arm. They punch it straight and put it on your shoulder. You have a razor. Okay, that's it for that little series. We'll do one more series from Kesa, and it's our more common. This is a more common sort of one. Same underhook I have here. So ribs here, and there's another arm dangling. But I've got the underhook. Knee is close. And knee being close is really important because what I'm going to do is this. Even if they're like this, I'm going to find that near wrist, hold on to it with a C grip, lean away, and push it over the fulcrum that'll be my leg. Okay. So I'm going to grab their wrist, lean away, and use a stiff arm to push this down. That's because they might be stronger than me. I won't always win this fight. This fight, I should win. Now I pick up my lower leg. Pick up my lower leg, put it on top of their arm, and I put their hand right in the knee pit. Okay, so don't do mid calf. You want to do knee pit. I'm going to put it here for an Americana with my legs. Okay, one more time. They're like this. I grab this wrist, stiff arm, and push this across my leg, pick up my lower leg, put their hand in my knee pit, and then some people like to triangle here, and then my hips come off the ground to finish that Americana. Okay, let's do that. So I'm here, grab the wrist, lean away. Now use your stiffened arm to push this in here, pick up your lower leg, put it in the knee pit. You can triangle if you want, and then hips forward will be the Americana. Grab the wrist, lean away, stiff arm, put it in your knee pit, figure for your legs, and then hips forward for the leg Americana. Grab the wrist, straight arm, dog, push it in to your knee pit, figure for your legs, hips in for the Americana. Grab the wrist, stiff arm, lean it over your leg, pick this up, put it in your knee pit, figure four, hips forward. That's what's going to do with the knee on the ground. It's going to do the Americana. Grab the wrist, straighten your arm, push it across using a straight arm, pick this up, put it in your knee pit, cross, hips forward. Okay. Grab the wrist, stiff arm, push that in with that, pick this up, put it in your knee pit, better place to have it, figure for your legs. Okay, we're going to go this way. Now, other side. Underhook on the far side. This is the kazooie part. Hold the arm on the far side, and they're like this, and I'm going to grab this wrist right here. Stiff arm, and use my stiff arm, push it across my knee, which is against them. Push this across, lift my foot, put it in the knee pit, figure four, hips forward will be the Americana using your legs, okay? Grab the wrist, stiff arm. I'm leaning knee away because my wrist isn't going to move where their arm is. Until, with a stiff arm, I push it across. Pick this up, put it in the knee pit, figure four, hips in. Last one, grab the wrist, lean away, stiff arm, push this in here, and we did it, okay? So that's the last round. I want to thank you guys for joining me. You guys on YouTube, I know there's some people here today that are not always in a workout with me, so thanks for that. Thanks for watching it back if you watched it back. And by all means, send me a message if it was helpful and let me know, or if you have any ideas for me to make it better. Same with you guys on Facebook. Thanks so much for being here. We did it, and like I said, 46-minute workout. We started at 8:02. It's 8:48. Good thing about the timer is we're exactly on time all the time, okay? So like I said recently in another video, if you do this, you're doing jujitsu. This is jujitsu, right? Jujitsu movements, if you can practice these and get more efficient, that's doing jujitsu, man. So it's not like you're out of jujitsu and you're not doing jujitsu right now. You can do stuff like this, okay? So this is the stuff that we're gonna that I'm doing here in these workouts. So by all means, anytime you want to join me, check out the YouTube and check me out on Facebook. My students know the schedule, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay, thanks so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye, and here we go. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. Take care.